Hello friends, in this issue, Elizaveta Tuktamasheva shocked fans with a candid photo shoot. Kamila Valieva showed an excerpt from the filming to the music from her new program. Eteri Tutberidze responded to criticism about cruel working methods.
Взгляд!
Elena Kostornaya told about how her operation went. This and other news in this issue. Russian figure skater, European champion Elena Kostornaya spoke about what her recovery will be like after hip surgery. On Friday, the athlete plans to be discharged from the hospital, but will return to her in 3 weeks. Rehabilitation will begin. Elena believes that it will take her about 6 months to recover. Tomorrow I am discharged, but soon, in 3 weeks, I will go back to rehabilitation. In general, the restoration will take about 6 months, Kostornaya said. The athlete was diagnosed with a rupture of the acetabular lip of the hip joint. Initially, the operation was supposed to take place in early August, but the surgery was eventually postponed to September 6. In early August, it became known that Elena would have an operation. The main diagnosis to be operated on is a rupture of the articular lip and something else with complex names that I just don't remember, said the 19-year-old figure skater. According to her, the doctors made a decision on concomitant injuries already during the operation. The figure skater will miss the test skates of the Russian national team, but will be preparing for the national championship. Kostornaya is the European champion and the winner of the Grand Prix final in the 2019-20 season. Last season, the athlete first broke her right hand, and then her left, missed the Russian championship and could not qualify for the Beijing Olympics. In the spring, Elena left coach Eteri Tutberidze for the second time and began to study with Elena Bayanova. Kostornaya said in an interview that she was not going to end her career due to her numerous injuries. It is clear that the injuries have been accumulating for many years and the new coach may not have anything to do with them at all, but the situation hits precisely on his reputation. When this happens over and over again, naturally, one can come to the decision not to take athletes from a certain specialist at all. This is the situation I feared, before moving to Elena Bayanova. On the one hand, it happened anyway, but I'm not going to finish skating because of this for sure, said the skater. Bronze medalist of the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi, Italian figure skater Carolina Kostner spoke about her injuries. I fall 100 times, stand up 101 is a mantra I've been repeating ever since the ambulance took me to the emergency room last Thursday in what should have been an enjoyable day at work. Double fracture of the jaw, 5 stitches and a severe headache. There were stormy days, sleepless and painful nights. Despite everything, I can tell you that I will get better again soon. Life is always surprising, but not always for the better. However, you are getting stronger than before. Carolina Kostner tweeted. Coach Eteri Tutberidze has responded to a lot of criticism by saying that she does not consider her methods to be harsh or even more cruel.
Взгляд! Шире! Колено! Быстрее! Дальше! Центруй вращение!
In February 2022, the honored coach of Russia Eteri Tutberidze took her students to the Olympics in Beijing. One of them was 16-year-old Kamila Valieva. During the competition, it turned out that the young athlete used doping. The international community criticized Tutberidze, and many experts expressed the opinion that the coach is ready to do anything to achieve a result, including forcing a child to take illegal drugs. Tutberidze does not agree with this position. According to her, the system built in the team has a kind of advisory character. I do not consider our team or our methods to be harsh or even more so cruel. Therefore, I will probably give it a rating of 3 out of 10. Because our system still has a kind of advisory character. Our accumulated experience allows us to already see what tasks to give and what plans to build. Any athlete has the right both once and systematically to refuse to complete the task. Well, the result, fortunately or unfortunately, we see there. Score, 10 is probably when the coach insists on his assignments. We do not insist. We come, give tasks, and then the athlete. We sometimes have 7 athletes on the ice, 3 of them perform tasks, and 4 drive in a circle. Simply because they do not feel in good shape. Here, unfortunately, if this is one workout, well, it's okay. And if it becomes a system, then it will not work, Tutberidze said. On the night of Tuesday to Wednesday, an unknown person tried to set fire to the Krustelny Sports Complex, in which, in particular, the group of Eteri Tutberidze is engaged. A man in an orange robe tried to set fire to a sports complex on Profsoyuznaya. A video posted by the Baza Telegram channel shows how an unknown person came to the building late at night with a bottle of flammable liquid. The man poured presumably gasoline mixed with oil, into a crack near the window and set it on fire. The first attempt to do this did not work, and he had to return to set fire to the liquid again. Smoke poured from the building, and the man ran away. The guards managed to quickly put out the fire. According to the first information, the target of the ill-wisher could be the Krustelny Sports Complex, known throughout the world for the work of figure skating coach Eteri Tutberidze. I don't have details of what happened. But I am sure that this is a consequence of the excitement that has been created around Krustelny. Including your fellow journalists. Let the coaches and athletes work in Krustelny already. This unhealthy hype has already gone beyond the borders of Russia and has spread to other countries. This is some kind of madness. I think some crazy fan of figure skating could have done this. Renat Layashev, president of the Samba 70 Sports and Education Center, shared his opinion. However, the Tutberidze group will soon move from Krustelny. In 2023, it is planned to complete the construction of the Samba 70 Ice Palace in the southwest of Moscow, in the design of the ice rink of which Eteri Georgievna allegedly took part. The new ice palace will have 2 skating rinks 60 by 30 meters, 2 large gyms with an area of at least 200 square meters. 8 more halls for choreography, as well as a special rehabilitation center, said Andrei Bochkarev, deputy mayor of Moscow for urban planning policy and construction. Judging by the scale, this will be a unique figure skating center, but for now, Tutberidze and her skaters need to endure in Krustelny, which is not only attacked by arsonists, but also cannot cope with the weather. In June 2021, a downpour hit Moscow, which flooded the floor in Krustelny. Russian figure skater Kamila Valieva shared a video from the filming on Channel 1. In her social networks, she showed an excerpt to the music from the movie Interstellar. In the video, Valieva herself is standing in a dark dress with a light background flickering behind her. Earlier it was reported that the new short program of the figure skater will be staged to the music from Interstellar. Elizaveta Tuktamasheva surprised her fans with a candid photo shoot. In addition, she showed elements of Ultra C at the age of 25. At the control screenings in St. Petersburg, Lisa showed excellent content in her programs for the beginning of September. At the beginning of the program, Lisa performed a triple axel in a combination with a double sheepskin coat, then went for another one, but a butterfly happened. In general, Tuktamasheva managed with 2 cascades instead of 3, but this is enough for open rentals of the city team. It was more important to show the program itself to the public. The figure skater was very warmly received by the public. The costume for the program is not yet ready, but it was not required on such a frosty rink. It is better to get by with a training kit, and prepare something really worthwhile for more serious starts.